So, I've met Santa, clearly. I used to be a talent scout, and when I used to have to hire like Santas and
I'm
things,
on shoot.
I went to go like
Sir, come on
watch
this
one of
way.
the Santas and like
Unglued
see,
swimmer
just
if you
make sure
haven't
that he
seen the
was,
fishes hanging out to
doing his
sea.
job well,
Follow
etc.
Johnny. He'll
And
direct you
there
to
was
the
this little
place.
girl that like came up to him, and so she sits on his lap, and she's like nervous, and he asks her,
There you go.
um, "Have you ever heard of a
I'm on
Christmas
shooter.
circle?"
Come
And
on
she's like,
in.
"No," and she's like, "Okay, well, in order to make your
Brick
Christmas
road is hanging
circle,
over
you
me.
just take
If you
one
haven't seen
hand,
it, you can
over here, and you put it
go
nice
ahead
and
on over
round,
to
and
the
then you
other
take your
world.
other hand and you put it over
All
here,
right,
nice
thank
and
you.
round, and then you bring it around." Again, she's sitting right there, so it's like he gives her a little
You go
hug,
to
and
the
he's
North
like, "We
Pole,
bring the
did you?
ones that we love into our Christmas circle. It's
Excuse
like
me,
a
please.
wreath." And it
Aw.
was just the cutest thing I had ever seen.
Aw, that's so heartwarming and
Here we go. Merry
adorable.
Christmas.
Once upon a time, there were two people who lived a wonderful life together. They were very much in love. Neither one of them wanted to die before the other, and they prayed for a way in which they would never die alone. One day they did pass away, but they did it together under the arms of a very large and old pine tree. Their spirits joined this pine tree and became one with it, and every fall, when the old pine needles would drop, the two lovers would emerge from the spirit of the tree and rake the pine needles. This is a story from Japan. The Night Before Christmas in Horizon by Nat Nat 55. 'Twas the night before Christmas in Horizon World. Everything was pretty and bright. In the plaza and everywhere in sight, trees with colored lights, beautiful holiday decorations, and a light white snow fallen from the sky made it a magical night. People jolly and smiling, while hopping from world to world, visiting each other to share the Christmas spirit, talking, laughing, singing, playing games together, all happily waiting for Santa's visit. Oh, ho, ho! "Merry Christmas to all," said Santa, flying by in his sleigh. "To-night, good people, I did not bring you gifts wrapped in boxes and shiny paper, 'cause here in Horizon one can see you already have the best gifts of all, those of the heart, unity, friendship, love, and sharing with one another. So carry on that path, my good friends. I have to be on my way, but until we meet again, be happy and good to others, but also to yourself." So as jolly old Saint Nick was flying away, you could still hear the bells on his sleigh, and his loud, happy voice in the far, saying, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a wonderful night." The end. Once upon a time, there is a story of how the pine trees and other evergreens keep their needles all year. This story comes from the Cherokees of the United States. Once upon a time, the Great Mystery asked all of the plants to please stay awake as long as they could, and at the end of this time, each of these plants will be given a special gift. Excited by this prospect, all of the plants stayed awake the first night without any trouble at all, and it was extremely cold and bitter with the winds howling. On the second night, it was just too cold for some of them, and they dropped their leaves and they went to sleep. On the third night, more trees and plants dropped their leaves, and by the seventh night, all of the trees and plants had dropped their leaves except for the laurel, the holly bush, the cedar, the pine. These trees kept their needles, and they provided protection to the animals in the forest. So the Great Mystery granted these trees and plants a very special gift. He provided a coating to their leaves to protect them from the howling winds, and allow them to offer protection all winter long to all of the creatures that reside in the woods during the winter. And this is a Cherokee story.
Do you think that you could lead us out maybe with a 1 to 2 minute quick meditation?
Of course, I'd love to lead us in a brief meditation. Start by making yourselves as comfortable as you can, and begin by breathing deeply and slowly in through your nose, pausing your breath, and slowly breathing out. And breathe. And as you breathe in, imagine that you can smell the beautiful pine trees, and breathe. And breathe in the peace that this tree brings you. Focus on the lights of the tree, the lights that guide your way in this cold winter. Focus on the ornaments on your tree, the memories that those ornaments bring as you breathe. Breathe in the memories of the happy Christmases past, and breathe in the new memories that you'll make this week. Focus on happy thoughts as you breathe. Allow the smell of the Christmas tree to drift through and bring calm. And as you continue to breathe, feel your body become more calm. Feel your core become more peaceful, relaxed and grounded, centered within yourself. And feel how you are strong and tall like the pine tree. Imagine how those needles on the pine tree are like the needles of you when you're protecting yourself, keeping others away. Allow the pine tree's needles to soften, laying down flat as you breathe, allowing others to come closer to you, gaining connection with you. Breathe into your body, into any areas where you're feeling stressed or anxious. Allow the smell and calm of the pine to help further ground and center you. Breathe into your heart, feeling the connection to this place and space and the people around you. Feel the love and support of those who care about you. And as you think of these people, send loving, caring thoughts to them. And imagine this energy flowing like a color of green waves. And breathe. And when you're ready, take your hands, hold them over your heart, holding in the love and peace and security. The spirit within me greets the spirit within you. Namaste.